Hello, BBI. Hello, BBI. Hello, BBI. 490 RMS to 500 watts RMS and over 1,000 peak out. And I got the variable at half. Let's get on with the show. Sometimes the most beautiful things are the things that you create yourself. Oh, to only put them on the internet to let the people that cannot create themselves critique, tear apart, cut apart, and talk smack about. That is beautiful. And it is built like a Sherman tank. This gentleman's going to put it in his dump truck. And he wanted a nice 1200 watts that wouldn't get hot and wouldn't overload his alternator. And I think we built it. We'll put the tin back on it and we'll get on with testing. So like I was saying, it's a little bit different for all of you out there. We got 1,000 watt slug in the left hand meter going forward and a 1,000 watt slug in the right hand meter going forward. There's no peak kit. Straight up old bird 43. You'd be amazed what happened. I'll be. The magic watt meter reads exactly as the same as the meter on the left. It's in 1X and PEP. Hello, BBI. Hello, BBI. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is because a lot of people out there don't understand what peak wattage is. It's the full envelope of power that can be produced. Not fake watts, not made up watts, not funny watts, not bullshit watts, not seller's watts. Real power. And RMS is an overall rated average, or half, of the full envelope of power, which is peak. And then you have peak RMS power. What they mean by peak RMS power is the maximum half of the full peak power that can be generated. As I just demonstrated, this thing will put out roughly 500 watts RMS, bird slug, and about 1,150 to 1,200 watts peak. Now, with that little bit of knowledge, we have that as a reference. Okay. Peak is 2.2 times RMS power. That's the law. I'm not making that up. And you got to add that little 2 on the 2.2 times for distortion, and that's in every carrier ever made. Hello, BBI. Hello, BBI. I can run the variable up. And throw a 600 watt dead key all day long. Hello, BBI. So 600 times 2 is 1,200. Just food for thought. Five watt slug in reverse going into the 10,000 watt dummy load. Our input tune is so. The Galaxy 66 going through the Siltronics into the 2x6 out into the bird meters. And now this is reading in reverse with a 5 watt slug to show our output tune. How the amp is matched to the 50 ohm load on the other end. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. So less than 1/10 of a watt of reflect going into the 2x4 or the 2x6. Hello, BBI. Hello, BBI. Less than a watt of deflection for the output tune. That's spot on. 2 times. It's now reading like a 2,000 watt slug. So that means the scale and linearity, and I have to explain it in this such detail because I've had a lot of problems recently with people understanding how to read a bird meter. So if that's 1,000, halfway through the scale is now 1,000 because this has now been multiplied by 2. Hello, BBI. Hello, BBI. Hello, BBI. A gentleman had some concerns about the amperage that this thing was going to consume. Because remember, it's going in a dump truck. It's going to put out about 14 volts, 14 and a half volts. So he'll actually get a little bit more out of this because that's 14 flat, and I mean 14 flat. So the top's the voltage, on the bottom is the amperage consumption. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. And he has roughly 125 amp alternator. We're not overtaxing it, but we're right at the line. Let's fire up the spectrum analyzer and let's go from there. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. Hello, audio, 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 audio. BBI, BBI, BBI. BBI, BBI. BBI, BBI. Turn this variable up a little bit more. Hello, BBI. Hello, BBI. Now this is on the ICOM 7000, which is hooked up to my long wire, and it's reading what's bleeding off into the atmosphere. It's 250 kcs wide from that center mark. 125 that way, 125 that way. If this thing was generating any second or third order harmonics, it would show up, and this will all be black. Ain't half bad. This is set on the same scale, 200 wide. Hello, audio. As you can see, we have a little bit of sidebands popping up. That's as best as you can expect. Something like 60 to 70% going out on a receivable. What I mean by that is something a radio on the other end can actually use. 70 to 80% of the output power is something that you can receive. So this total number that's coming out of the watt meter is something that's on frequency. It's called narrow banded. Food for thought. Anyhow, man, I know you're happy. You sound real excited about it. I can't wait for you to check out this video. I'm going to button it up and throw it into a box. And hopefully I gave you enough power lead. It does have a big stud on the back that you mount to for the ground. You're going to enjoy it, brother. Bump bump from the biggest mud duck in Idaho. Just doing my thing. I see you, bye.